Yo,
Yo,
what's good?
nothing much. Just getting home. How about yourself?
Chilling.
Is
I
there
was,
an
I
echo?
was actually I was actually coming from Mark Nash's live stream
Yeah, I saw.
because he's doing like the best 25 album covers all time hip hop. I mean, last night we did the I think it was like 20 worst hip hop album covers.
Y'all had me dead last night.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. they were every like for 3 hours straight. It was nothing but jokes. Yo. That
I
shit was
know.
hilarious. Like man,
I wanted to come by, but two things.
yo,
One, I had to wake up early, and I know he'd be staying up late sometimes. And two,
yeah.
I had like hella homework I was doing last night. So
He be staying up till like 5, 6 a.m.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I think like the Eminem stream they had last week, that was like up until like 5 a.m. I think
Yep.
they were on and man, I couldn't do that at all.
I
Yo,
was probably gonna stop by tomorrow if I had some
right,
time and shit like that. But
right.
I'll ask him.
Yeah, because he would like for us to be on there and like an hour before we go on. 'Cause I told him like we go on normally at 11 p.m. on weeknights, so and he goes on at 10, so like we could do like an hour and then come over here and do whatever we doing.
Okay,
You
definitely.
know?
I'll definitely let you know when I'm free about that.
Yeah,
Definitely. Give me one sec. I
yeah.
gotta handle a few things
All
before we
right.
start.
What you know about Action Kid, Hector? You be watching Action Kid? He everywhere. He be in all the boroughs. I've seen Action Kid when he went out to Cali over the summertime. He spent like a whole month out in Cali. That dude is everywhere. What up? Favorite mixtape? You always ask me that. Favorite mixtape? Jimmy Fox show. Favorite animal? I don't have one. It's just dogs. I like dogs. You know? Oh man. What's my favorite book? Autobiography of Malcolm X by Alex Haley. That was a great book to read. I actually had to read that. I think I was in a freshman in high school. I had to read that. That was a great book.
Okay, I got some food in the microwave oven. I'm waiting on.
Rick, I gotta show you something, yo. I
That's
gotta show
crazy. I
you
have to show
something.
you something too, but you go first. You go first. By the way, do I have an echo? By the way,
Now,
all right, just making sure.
remember I was telling you that they doing the orphan sequel. That's the girl how she look now.
Wow.
Yeah, she got old.
Yeah, hell yeah, she got old.
Yep. So they doing part two. It's called First Kill.
Hopefully that movie's good.
Yeah. I mean it's been a long time since Orphan Part One.
But yeah. So you remember how I told you I was thinking about talking about One Day at a Time
Uh,
show?
right.
Finally got the complete series.
You did? Wow. Unboxing you doing right now?
Yep.
Oh shit! How much was that?
Oh, this is like I think I got this for like 50 or something. I had it in an auction.
That's crazy. You got it
Right.
on
Like I
eBay?
said, go ahead.
On eBay?
Yep.
Dope. I never seen a DVD package for that.
That's because it came out like 2 years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of that show, but for reviewing purposes, I got it.
right. So you want to talk about a show that's not one of your favorites?
I mean, it's not one of my favorites, but I don't dislike it. Plus,
Right.
the show got rebooted. And I feel like the reboot got more popularity than the
Yeah.
OG.
Right.
And I
Right.
kind of was like, it's a lot of questions I want to ask myself when I do
Hmm.
this review.
Right.
But I want to do rock before I touch, one day at a time and stuff.
And Nick on the cover.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like the homemade full complete series because the episodes
Right.
on online I can't really hardly find a lot of them.
True. Yeah, they don't have like all the seasons for that.
But they have all the seasons of Law and Order though. Okay,
Yeah. Oh shit. There's like 20 something seasons for that.
right. And you know when it comes to cop shows, I
Hmm.
fuck with like In the Heat of the Night, Hill
Right.
Street Blues, maybe NYPD Blue, and New York Undercover. I don't fuck with Law and Order and CSI and all that bullshit.
Man.
Hell, I don't
That's
even fuck
funny.
with Criminal Minds like that.
Criminal Mind.
And I like Shamar Moore too. So
I don't like. I can't fuck with those shows, CSI and all that shit, and
you said
you
what?
know, CSI and all that. I can't fuck with that stuff.
Yeah, but NYPD Blue though, that's my shit.
They were. I think that was so popular at that time because they were testing the limits of how far they could go with the senses and all that.
Exactly.
You know.
And plus, the dude, the Dennis Prince dude, the bald,
Hmm.
one of the greatest actors in TV history.
Right. He passed away, right?
Nah, he's still alive.
He died. Okay.
He just retired. Like right after that show, he retired and
Right.
shit.
Eddie Winslow is marrying Rick James' ex-wife.
Man, he's been in the news a lot lately. He just wasn't he getting head from a tranny or some shit?
Yeah, I heard something like that.
Yeah, on HBO Max added a lot of black shows like a
Mm,
Martin and In the House, Parenthood, Jamie Foxx show.
right.
Yeah, I only like the first two seasons. The other seasons was okay, but when Jamie and Fancy got together, I didn't really care for it. Like
Favorite Malcolm X documentary?
the one on Netflix.
I've only seen the Malcolm X movie and I read the book. That's all I need. I don't need to see a whole bunch of documentaries on Malcolm X.
I do want to see the one with Muhammad Ali and his relationship though.
Godfather Harlem.
No, it was
Oh,
Blood Brothers.
oh, okay,
Yeah, I do need to see that one.
right,
But I got his book. I seen the movie. Hell,
right.
I even seen when they did like the real Malcolm X documentary because
Mm.
a lot of people didn't like what Spike Lee did with the movie.
Oh wow. Hey, Spike can't make everybody's body pick now. You know,
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
Speaking of, go ahead.
No, I'm just reading the Ronnie Wilson. Yeah, rest in peace to him.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we're actually going to do the Gap Band breakdown Sunday special time 8:45 and stuff like that too, which means AZ's Do or Die 2 has to be pushed back again. But
Right,
that's the only time BJ was available, so I was like, fuck it.
right. He better show up because he been dodging this.
Trust me. Trust me. He'll show up. Trust me. Because as soon as I get off work Sunday, I'm going straight home.
Right. Okay. Martin Luther King.
Um,
I don't. I've probably seen stuff on Martin. I can't remember.
yeah, like I said, I'm not sure to be that dude, but I like know so much about Martin and Malcolm
Right.
and shit like that. Like, give me a documentary about Nat
Hmm.
Turner, or
Right.
give me a documentary about fucking other people in the civil rights movement too.
Hmm.
Like, it
See, my
wasn't
mother
just
lived. My mother like.
Rosa,
My
huh?
mother like was. My mother lived through those assassinations. Like she was like a young girl when that happened.
Yeah,
So I used to hear the stories from her. Like they sent the kids home from school and all that. My grandmother was like crying, watching that on TV and all that.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I know they're working on a documentary about. I heard they were working on one about fucking Jesse Jackson or some shit.
Right.
But I don't know about Jesse. I don't know about Jesse though, because
And it was
Jesse,
sad time. It was sad times for that country. And remember, in between Malcolm and Martin was John F. Kennedy. He got assassinated.
right?
It was tough times for this country back then. You know.
Yeah, James Baldwin definitely.
Right.
Langston Hughes.
Yeah. Langston Hughes. I remember talking about his poetry in first grade. We talked about Langston Hughes.
Yeah, the Harlem Renaissance and shit.
Yeah.
Best
Favorite
favorite
TV.
video game of all time.
You always ask us that. Ask us something else, yo. How many times you ask us about favorite mixtape? Favorite video game? Super Mario Brothers. That's my favorite.
Ocarina of Time.
Like yeah, Legends of Zelda. What are your thoughts on the Knicks? The Knicks are doing good. They're right where they need to be. I'm happy. I hope they keep it up.
You ready
Better,
for the album review?
yeah.
All right, let me see what time it is. Let me shit's ready. Okay, about 4 more minutes. What's going on? Favorite
Documentary
chat.
on
Oh, you know what?
documentary on Black Panthers.
Mm.
Watch watch the Panther movie. You know that was a good start.
There was a dope
Hmm.
documentary about Huey Newton. I think Real Black has it, the YouTube channel. By the
Hmm.
way, shout out to Real Black though. They be having the best video content when it comes to like rare things regarding our people and shit like that.
Right.
Shout out to that YouTube channel and shit.
Favorite. Now this question I like. Favorite poster you ever got?
Mm.
Favorite poster. I had a Michael Jordan poster when he was with the Bulls. This was like maybe 90, 91, and he was like dunking over Derek Coleman from the Nets when he was on the Nets back then. That was one of my favorites. And I had the new edition, uh, the Any Heartbreak poster. Not the album cover, the single for the album cover, where they all
Okay.
like in the jeans and
Yeah,
the
I know which
jean.
one you're
Yeah,
talking about.
I had that one.
My favorite poster, is just this Marvin Gaye poster.
Mm,
With this him, I think I want to say that's the "I Want You" era and shit like that.
right.
Um, what else? There was also this dope fucking Apollonia 6.
Hmm.
It's from Apollonia 6 album. They had like a dope little cutout with them
Right.
laid in the beach and shit like that.
Right.
If I find it, I'll definitely show it. I have it, but since I'm at my dad's, I can't really post a lot of things on my wall.
Right. Yeah. I definitely love like art for the wall. You know. Thanks, Ronnie. Favorite jazz singer? Sam said.
In terms of singers, Billie Holiday.
Mm, that's good. I like Miles. Donald Byrd.
Hmm.
Cool.
Yes. I'm also going to talk about one of my favorites, probably
Mm,
next week, George Benson. So
right.
can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
What do you think about Kenny G?
I know one song from Kenny G. That's the one song he did, the big hit. What was the name of that song? That big hit he had?
Ah,
I
Me
forgot the name.
Silhouette.
Is that the name of it? I know when I
I
hear
only know
it.
one song from him too, but I feel like
Yeah.
he's kind of overrated to me.
Yeah. I only like one song, and he ended up doing a remix with the Weeknd of all people.
Yeah. Yep.
That was actually good. I'm like, well, why didn't the Weeknd? Why did I could see Kenny G collaborating with a lot of artists now? You know what I'm saying? That would be dope. Like imagine if West Side Gun had Kenny G on the Elizabeth track,
Ooh.
just playing that horn part. That would have been crazy.
Okay. All right, my food is ready. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Kenny G did some stuff with Babyface too.
Oh, did he? What about a portrait? That the portrait I showed you with Shaq in it when we did the Shaq discussion. That's like my favorite. Cause I had that the longest. That's like going back to like I think I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, and I still have it. Can't even find that portrait no more. You know, I got a Wu-Tang clock, like right above my head, in the Wu symbol. That's like one of my favorite things to hang up. I just like different things to hang up on the wall. You know. ICP wants a versus with Eminem. Nah, ICP would lose. ICP would lose against M. They just want to get on there and talk shit about him and try to start something. I don't even think you should do that. Have I been to the zoo? Of course. Who hasn't been to the zoo? I've been to all the zoos here. Bronx Zoo, Brooklyn Zoo. Brooklyn Zoo, it's like right around my way. Staten Island. ICP. I don't even think Susan Timberland would acknowledge them. Charge my computer. You recording some songs for a mixtape? Oh wow. You got a mixtape coming out? Wow. What you gonna sound like on this mixtape? I need to hear it. Favorite jazz drummer? I don't have one, Sam. It's just I don't have like a favorite when it comes to everything though. Yes, I did see that. I saw that on what was it? I think it was some website I saw that on. Sometimes I don't be feeling like these celebrities really be living at those places though. I think they just showed off just to show it off. Like, do they really live in that house? It don't look livable. Or they just do like a good job of cleaning it up. Have I ever been to a jazz club? No, I never went to any jazz club. I've been to strip clubs, but never a jazz club. Cruise was good. You gonna sound like authentic hip hop and not trap? Hey, whatever is your sound. Whatever your sound is. Favorite actress? Uh, do I even have a favorite actress? What's my favorite actress? I don't even think I have one anymore. I used to have one. It used to be Holly Berry, but Holly Berry don't do a lot of good films like she used to. Favorite actress now? I don't think I have one. Whoever makes good films, that's how I look at it. Have I been to a strip club near the Queensbridge? No, I haven't. I've been to Queensbridge a couple times, but I haven't been to no strip club out there. Just mostly in Manhattan or the Bronx. You know, back when the Bronx was having these strip clubs out there. And things change out there now. It's like gentrified. Favorite male actor? Denzel. Yeah, probably still Denzel. He's still good. Uh, Will Smith is still a good actor. He just don't do good films right now. Like I still like him as an actor. You know, there's a couple: Al Pacino, De Niro, DiCaprio, Brad Pitt. You know, those are good actors. Yep, Ghostbusters coming out. I'm definitely gonna watch that. I've been waiting for that's the real sequel of part. You know, the first two. So I'm definitely gonna check that out. Sharon Stone. I haven't liked the Sharon Stone film in years. I couldn't even tell you the last time I saw Sharon Stone in anything good. You never been to a strip club? Well, I mean, you're not missing much. It all depends on what you're looking for. You know, New York got a whole bunch of strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? Manhattan got a ton of strip clubs. Queens, Brooklyn. This city has a lot of strip clubs in it. Yeah, it do. They and it look like they did it right. They took their time with it. It's a shame that Harold Ramis couldn't be a part of it this time, but you know they paid tribute to him in this. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Favorite comedian, Eddie Murphy. Always gonna be my favorite. You know, from watching him on Saturday Night Live in the '80s, and you know his rise to fame as a movie star, and he gotta get back to stand up, man, because we miss him in stand up, and I think he inspired a lot of other comedians out. You know, Chris Rock is a great comedian. D.L. Hewley, Mike Epps, so many. Richard Pryor, yeah, Richard Pryor was great. You know, I came in on the tail end of Richard, like the tail end of him, like Harlem Nights era of Richard. I was a part of that. Yeah. Cat Williams, yeah. Cat Williams used to be good. I haven't seen him in a minute though. It's been I think like the last time I seen him was like I want to say like '09 or something. He had a Netflix special, but I didn't care for it though. I didn't like it. But he had his run though, you know. He had his run.
All right, let's get this shit started. Got to make my tacos and shit.
So you're gonna be eating? Is that dinner for you or lunch?
Yeah.
That's dinner. Them tacos look good. Show us in the camera, yo.
Well, I'm gonna
Chef
put my Dorito. I'm gonna put my Doritos in it before I make sure it's.
Chef Thompson and shit.
Yeah.
Show us what you got tonight, yo.
Hell yeah. I got like hella homework I gotta do after this shit. So
Oh man,
as soon as I do this
you,
shit,
you still doing your thesis?
yep, it's due at the end of this month.
Oh wow.
So I gotta be putting in overdrive.
You've been talking about this thesis for like the last 4 years, so
Yeah, four
yeah.
years.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 4 years actually. Yep.
Yeah. This shit, you better get an A on this shit, yo.
Oh yeah, I'm
Nothing.
graduating at the end of this fucking
Right.
next month and shit. So
Nothing less than an A. You better get an A for. If I'm working on something for 4 years, that shit better be the best shit ever.
I'm saying though. But yeah, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of our Rock Review. It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
I made a little tacos and shit.
Mm. Damn, you got me hungry now.
Got some meat, kale lettuce, tomatoes, shredded cheese, and some
Wow.
Doritos and shit.
Doritos. Wow.
Oh, and some jerk sauce too. Some
What?
salsa.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Before I start, you know how we gotta do. Want to give our rest in peace to Ronnie Wilson, brother of Charlie Wilson. You know what I'm saying? He passed away, I think, last night.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what he passed away from. I heard, but I heard he was sick. I think he was sick with diabetes or something, but I'm not too sure.
Oh wow.
If anybody in the chat can correct me, feel free to.
Right.
The Gap Band are pretty much one of the greatest R&B groups of like the late '70s, '80s.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie and Ronnie Wilson, they definitely like wrote like a lot of their songs on the group. It's kind of crazy too because at the time, Charlie and Ron, I don't think they were really seeing eye to eye because they kind of went to court over songwriting credits. And so it's crazy that Charlie Wilson, like the last original member of the group, left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So, oh yeah, he died from a stroke. Okay, he died from a stroke. But yeah, man. Gap Band has been sampled a lot. Thank you in like hip hop and R&B and stuff like that too. So this Sunday, we talked about doing a Gap Band breakdown for about the last 3 months now. So like this Sunday at 8:45, we are actually gonna do a breakdown in honor of Ronnie Wilson. I usually don't like to do videos like this, but at the same time, BJ was available. We talked about it for a
Right.
while, so
Mm-hmm.
it works that way. So rest in peace, Ronnie Wilson, and stay tuned this Sunday when we do a breakdown of all their albums. So cannot wait for that. Also, if you guys peeping, y'all can check out the Masquerade clothing. It's a fashion better have this time. Y'all click on the link to buy a few things if y'all want to. All right. The album we are going to talk about today, really cannot wait to talk about this album, is the Stooges' second album, Funhouse. This came out in 1970. July 7th, 1970, on Elektra Records. Same label, home to like The Doors, Busta, Large Professor, all that shit. No, there was really no singles from what I've looked up, but I want to say like the best known tracks were like TVI, 1970. Um, Members of the Stooges include Iggy Pop, Ron Ashton, Dave Alexander, and Scott Ashton. And he's not an official member, but Steve McKay was a saxophone player, which I'm gonna get into that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Oof. The producers include Don Gallucci, who Don Gallucci was part of this rock group called the Kingsmen. They were known for that song Louie Louie and whatnot. And he did his famous production on this album and stuff like that too, from what I looked up. Yeah. So I can already tell you got into the Stooges with this album, right? Or
Yes.
okay. All right. Shit. So I'm gonna definitely. What was your one word that best describes you listening to this album? That's all I could ask.
Psychedelic. It definitely has a. I did say it come out in the '70s. It has more of a '60s psychedelic rock feel to it. To me, like.
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
they mostly recorded this album like I want to say late '60s or early '70s, mid '70s. Oh, not what early 1970.
Mm-hmm.
So it does still have that transitional '60s classic rock steez and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Do,
saying?
do
So,
they get compared to like the Doors?
oh yeah,
Cause
we
they
will get in.
reminded me of the Doors.
We'll get into that
Okay.
definitely, definitely. Yep. So I got into the Stooges pretty much. I was watching VH1, and they were doing these little lists like the top 100 whatever. I think this time they had like a top 100 hard rock songs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Iggy Pop. They had a song called "Search and Destroy," which I want to get more into the raw power like probably after the review, or
Yeah.
yeah, after the review and shit. Fuck it. But yeah, and so that song was heavy and shit like that. But it was just the way how Iggy was on stage.
Right.
His live performances are what really got my attention and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this was this guy that literally cut himself on stage, had his whole blood got shown and shit. He still performed and stuff like that. It's the same guy that literally got so fucking wasted. Like that video I sent you
Mm-hmm.
when they were in that whole Cincinnati pop festival.
Right.
Um, he pretty much got so wasted that he did the first crowd dive, crowd surfing. He was the inventor of that shit too.
Mm-hmm.
He got peanut butter. He started throwing peanut butter in the crowd and stuff like that. Like, it's the same guy. I want to say he literally threw up on stage or some
Wow.
shit like that. Like, Iggy was to me the first punk rocker. Like, yeah, he did hella heroin with and drugs, which we'll get into that.
Right.
Like, he was really like one of the first punk rockers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Iggy was just like everybody likes to compare him to like Jimmy Morrison or the Stooges to the Doors. Here's my thing. This is my thing about this. The Doors, I love the Doors. Doors were like more theatrical. They still had that psychedelic in them, but the Stooges was more rawer. They
Right.
were more spontaneous. Like they definitely utilized improvising and shit like that too. And even like a little trivia, Jim Morrison actually gave his famous leather pants to Iggy Pop. I
Wow.
think when he performed at that Cincinnati Pop Festival too. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something interesting because it's Jim Morrison, then Iggy Pop, and then after Iggy you have Alice Cooper and shit. And
Right.
Alice is a different story.
Mm-hmm. And he's still
And she,
alive.
you said what?
He's still alive too.
Yeah, both Iggy and Alice are still alive
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah, man. Little trivia. I was planning. I wanted to talk about the Alice's Love It to Death album on Halloween, but
Mm-hmm.
the Stankonia needed to be talked about. Let's just say that.
Right.
Um, yeah, man. The Stooges definitely. Well, in my opinion, probably top six rock groups in my opinion. But they're actually two different Stooges, actually. And we're talking about the OG Stooges. First of all, in this video, and they were a rock group that were from Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
They formed in 1967. You know, Iggy Pop. He originally was playing drums in several Ann Arbor bands, and so you had like Ron Ashton on guitar, Scott Ashton on drums, and Dave Alexander on bass guitar and whatnot. And I want to say, I want to say that Iggy is the only original member that he's the only alive in the original
Wow.
Stooges and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because Dave Alexander he died in '75, Scott Ashton died in 2014, and Ron Ashton died in 2009 and stuff too. So
Mm.
that's crazy. And they were known for like playing like a lot of garage rock. They were influenced by people like the Kinks and the Sonics and whatnot. And you know, garage rock definitely had like that more sneer when it comes to like the guitars and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so fast forward to 1967, you know, they definitely were playing at a Halloween night and stuff like that. And so that was actually their first gig.
Right.
And they were actually originally known as the Psychedelic Stooges.
Wow.
And so they were playing with bands like MC5, which you guys should know MC5. They known for the song "Kick Out the Jams, Motherfucker." Classic song in my opinion. Excuse me. And so the Stooges, like I mentioned, they were known for like their wild performances. And it's crazy because a lot of their performances, like early performances, you can't really find a lot of them because of the quality of the performance and this crazy shit that they were doing. So if you find like I think the most ones you can find like a Cincinnati performance, maybe a few performances like during the Raw Power era, but the earlier performance you have to search high and low for those ones and shit. So
Right.
1968, Electric Records had Danny Fields, you know, they pretty much signed I think both MC5 and the Stooges. And the Stooges dropped their self-titled debut album in 1969. In my opinion, very dope album, classic punk rock. That was known for songs like "I Want to Be Your Dog," 1969, Little Doll. I mean, that was just like punk rock, one of the earliest punk rock examples and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wants to always say, "Oh, the Ramones and the Sex Pistols
Right.
and shit like that," which the Ramones were overrated to me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I didn't never really fuck with the Ramones like that. I
Right.
fucked with the Sex Pistols. Sex Pistols where I know they get like a lot of flat, but I fuck with them just because of their how their energy and their songs were.
Right.
And the Nevermind the Bollocks album is a punk rock seminal in my opinion and shit too. So yeah, man, that was the Stooges' first album, and so it didn't really do too good commercially. Didn't really do too good. Critics didn't really fuck with their music and shit. And so when we came into the Funhouse era, they added the saxophone player, what's his name, Steve McKay, and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
definitely just give like more of a jazzier feel. Because Iggy Pop loves fucking jazz and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so pretty much like they were like they wanted to capture that the energy of live for this next album and stuff like that too. And what was interesting was the fact that when they were recording this, they had to use like headphones with the bass and drums isolated, while Iggy had to use his vocals on like a condenser microphone on a boom and shit like that too. And the band didn't really fuck with the way how they were recording this album and shit like that. And pretty much like the raw feeling of the album
Right.
they fucked with. And speaking of jazz, Iggy Pop pretty much was channeling his Howlin' Wolf. And if you guys know about Howlin' Wolf, legendary blues jazz singer, definitely influenced a lot of people like Mick Jagger, Eric Clapton, and so on and so on. So yeah, man, with this album, it utilized like a lot more of like the improvisations and stuff like that too. And so this is the album cover right here. Um, it looks like they're in fucking hell or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I like this album cover because like if you
Mm-hmm.
turn it like this way and shit like that, just two different album covers and shit.
Right.
Yeah, man. Iggy and the Stooges and shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. This album has like 7 songs. So let's get this shit started. Track number 1, Down on the Street. Very, very, very dope song in my opinion. Nice way to start off the album. Just them at their grimiest and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just this is drums like I liked how hard those drums were with this guitars,
Right.
everything like that. So this was definitely one of the more straightforward songs. And a little thing about this album was just that with this album, it pretty much turns into a jazz record in like the second half and shit. So yeah, man. Q said you never heard of the Sex Pistols. Oh man, gotta check them out. Gotta check them out. But yeah, Down on the Street is definitely a dope song.
Yeah, I thought it was good. It had a nice beat, a nice guitars, and like I said, like it had like a psychedelic vibe to it. I love the lyrics. Down on the street, where the faces shine, floating around. I'm a real low mind. Definitely a great way to start the album off.
Mm-hmm. Track number 2, we got Loose. Ooh,
Yeah.
this song right here was another nasty joint right here, in my opinion. Do 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 do. Like what I got from this song was
Mm,
just basically you add like one of them little rock concerts and shit like that,
right.
and it's just like him improvising, again, everyone having a good time and stuff like that. Um, definitely love the guitar work on this album, on this song. One of my all-time favorite Stooges song. Period.
Yeah, definitely a good track. Nice guitars, nice beats. Yeah, solid album cut.
Mm-hmm. Next track is TVI. Oh man, where do I even begin with this song right here? Like, pretty much, it's the song actually tells a story.
Right.
about I want to say the song's about when he was on like a little drug binge or
Mm.
whatever, and pretty much he got so effed up that I think he got so effed up that he started seeing
Mm.
like people on the TV coming out or some shit like that.
Right.
And it kind of reminds me of the David Bowie track from the Station to Station called TVC 15. Kind of
Mm.
reminds me of that because that was another one with both. That song was about David and Iggy Pop getting fucked up and shit like that too. And it's the irony because David Bowie and Iggy Pop would end up working with one another during the Raw Power album and shit like that too. So yeah, man, TVI definitely one of my all-time favorite tracks. Like I love how he's like, "She got a TVI on me."
Right.
Class. I love his vocals and shit on this one.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a real dirty track. Nice quick guitar playing and a nice beat as well.
Definitely, man. That beat. Whew.
Yeah.
All right, now we're gonna talk about fucking Dirt. Um, this one is a song where I felt like it got turned jazzy. Just the whole stripped down beat like that, boom,
Mm-hmm.
dang,
Right.
like that fucking beat was definitely did not sound like it was recorded in 1970
Right.
and stuff. In my opinion, yeah, man, definitely Iggy again vocally doing his thing on this one. Fucking love this shit right here.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite songs. I love the bass line on it. You know, it's real trippy melody. Nice guitars, nice beat. You know, you got Iggy saying, "Ooh, ooh, I've been dirt and I don't care." Definitely a banger.
Hmm. Yeah, man, this definitely sounds like something that could have been done, like maybe like a sub pop people like the Pixies or
Mm-hmm.
some shit like that.
Right.
All right, after this song, oh fuck, 1970. Oh my god, this was like the sequel to their song 1969
Mm.
and stuff like that. Um, my second favorite song off this album, excuse me, yeah, my favorite
Yeah.
second favorite song off the album, just pretty much just talking about like his confidence and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just goes fucking crazy on this song. You know what I'm saying? Like out of my mind on
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night, 1970, rolling inside, radio burning up above, beautiful baby, feeding my love life.
Right.
Jesus Christ! I mean, lyrics pretty much simple, but just the way he's singing it. And then at the end, when he's like, "I feel all right," like repeatedly, and then once that
Right.
saxophone speaks like that, da, da, da,
Mm-hmm.
da, da, I was going crazy when I first heard that sax, man. I literally jumped all around my fucking room.
Wow.
It was just that fucking great, man. And the Cincinnati performance
Mm-hmm.
when he was fucking throwing the peanut butter, and then he fucking got so fucked up. He could say, "I feel all right," and then one girl was like, "Are you all right?" Like,
Yeah, bro.
yeah, man. Like 1970 is a track I definitely would put that on full on repeat and shit like that. And it's crazy too because Iggy said that they were listening to a lot of John Coltrane and Sun Ra
Mm-hmm.
around this time too when they were doing songs like this. And John Coltrane, one of the greatest saxophone players ever. I feel like definitely played an influence when it came to this album right here too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, great funky rock track. You know, nice guitar play. But the beat was dope. And then I love the saxophone being thrown in at the end of the track. That was like the one of the best parts of the track. So that was dope.
Hmm. Definitely dope. Now my favorite track off this album, Funhouse. Woo! This is just basically like a jam session right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, I love the way the song was mixed. First of all, with the saxophone hit and shit like that, and then fucking everybody that bands just jamming and shit like that.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck this nigga's talking about. I don't know what the fuck this nigga's talking about. I think what he means by Funhouse, I think he's talking about like the spot where they were hanging, the mansion that they were living at the time when they were doing this album. I want to say, but like certain lines where he's like, "Little baby girlie, little baby boy,
Uh,
cover me with the love and a bundle of joy. Do I care to show you what I'm dreaming of? Do I dare to whoop y'all with my love?" And then it's just like when he gets in that last breakdown, he just starts screaming like just goes fucking crazy. Like, I would definitely want to see him fucking record this song. Like be a fly on the fucking wall and shit. You know what I'm
wow.
saying?
Wow.
Legendary, classic, my favorite track
Mm,
off this album.
wow. Funhouse was we on Funhouse, right?
Yeah,
Funhouse was great. Love the bass line and the beat. You know, the saxophone being thrown in. Definitely a solid track.
very solid track indeed. And the last song off this album is "L.A. Blues." Um, this one was a dope song. It's pretty much again another song where they utilize like a lot of improvisation
Mm,
and whatnot. I like this song. I like the song, but I definitely would not have put this as the last song off this album. 'Cause I felt like Funhouse to me was just the grand finale and shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I think when they were recording this album, they felt like I think they felt like after they recorded this album, they were trying to work on the raw power. The label didn't know how they can fucking follow up with LA Blues or some shit. I think the label loved this one so much because
right.
it was one song that they captured in the live performances and stuff like that. And even the guitarist Ron Ashton, he didn't even fuck. I don't think he fucked with a song like that because he didn't even want this on the album when I
Right.
looked up. But yeah, man, LA Blues definitely a nice song right here.
Yeah, it was nice. It was real dirty, dirty track. Guitars is dope. The saxophone. Yeah, a great way to end the album off.
Hmm. All right, and that's all out songs off this album. Pretty short album. Overall, this is a classic, classic album in my opinion. It's an album that a lot of people have said this was like the first punk rock album, proto punk. Because at that time it was known as proto punk, but it didn't really
Right.
become punk until like the mid to late '70s when like, the whole punk movement came
Right.
out and shit like that. But this album was definitely something that was not like anything at that time. Guitar work by Ron Ashton was definitely a very, very dope fixer when it came to this album. Vocally, this might be Iggy's best album vocally
Right.
and shit like that. And yeah, it didn't really do too well commercially again too. And at this time, the original Stooges, they were going through like some inner turmoil. You know, they were going through drug addiction and stuff like that too. You know, all of them were
Mm,
heroin users,
right.
and their new manager, John Adams, was the one who introduced them to heroin
Oh
and
wow.
stuff like that too. So that's crazy.
The manager did that.
Oh yeah, it's not surprising. A lot of managers or label executives they would sometimes supply the artists with like drugs or alcohol because they
Right.
didn't want to pay them any money and shit like that too. So
Wow.
yeah, man, and it's funny too because it's like, not funny, but it's crazy because like they weren't really getting that much money. I think the manager was screwing them over when I looked up,
Wow.
and so due to like the bad commercial sellings of Funhouse, they pretty much disbanded and played the last show on July 9th, 1971.
Wow.
And it's kind of crazy too because Iggy Pop actually met David Bowie and stuff like that, and they got close. They became close friends, and Bowie was the one that actually got Iggy Pop off drugs and shit too.
Oh wow.
And he ended up doing work on the Raw Power album, which a lot of people say that's like the best album and whatnot. I like Raw Power,
Right.
but and I love David Bowie, but I didn't like the way how Bowie mixed that album because it kind of was more polished compared to the first two albums.
Mm.
Cause they signed to Columbia at that time and they renamed themselves Iggy and the Stooges.
Right.
But there was actually two versions of the album that was ended up being released, and like the original other version, I think Iggy Pop mixed that one. They labeled that Rough Power, which
Wow.
one day when I get that album, I'll talk more about that. I don't want to spend too much time on Raw Power, but when it comes to this album, this is a 5 mic classic. It's a very influential album. Like it influenced a lot of people from Henry Rollins, Nirvana, all them cats.
I thought it was a good album on the first listen, and it had that psychedelic feel to it, and the production was great, and the songs were good, and I didn't hear the jazz. You said you felt like, well, I mean, other than the saxophone parts, I didn't really hear it. I mean, other than that, the notes, I didn't hear like the jazz. It was more like rock, like early, like late '60s, '70s rock for me.
Okay.
So I definitely enjoyed it. I think I'll for the first listen, I'll give it a 3, and I gotta listen to more of their stuff.
I would definitely check out the first album.
The first album?
Yeah,
I thought this was the first album.
that's the second album.
Oh, that's the second one. What's the first
Um,
album?
it's the self-titled album, The Stooges.
Okay, that was what 60 what
Nines.
69. Okay.
Yeah, man. All right, it's 12:04. I'm probably gonna stay until like 12:30 tonight.
Favorite Curtis Mayfield album?
Superfly.
Classic soundtrack, man. Definitely.
Yeah, man. That nigga Mark's still on, right?
Mark gonna be on for a while, so you know what I'm saying. I can't hang with Mark. He gonna be on for like till like 6 in the morning.
Right, man. Sometimes like sometimes I be fucking doing some work and shit like that, and then I be going on YouTube like 4 in the morning. I'm like, damn, these niggas still on this shit.
Yo, he gonna be on. Q said, remember when Glastonbury Festival when Oasis dude don't want hip hop at the festival?
Mm-hmm.
When was that?
That was back in '07.
Oh wow.
Jay-Z was headlining that one.
Hmm.
Mm.
Wow.
Fucking sorry about that. It was tacos.
It's all good.
Noel Gallagher, whatever his name is,
Yes. Yeah.
acting like a fucking dick talking about hip hop does not belong in this shit.
Wow.
So Jay-Z pretty much dissed him or whatever on stage or whatever.
Jay-Z and Oasis beef? Oh god. I don't even sound right.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Oasis is like the most overrated band in rock
Never could
rock
be.
history. I
Never
never
liked them.
got the whole hype of them.
Never liked them.
Wonderwall, I'm so fucking tired of that goddamn song.
Oh lord.
And that's one of the reasons why after like '95, rock music was just
Mm.
it was Oasis. I'm like, they're not even close to the Beatles. What are y'all fucking talking about?
I think they're better than the White Stripes. I think the White Stripes are better than them.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, whoa.
Yes. Seven
White
Nation. Yes, I just mentioned the White Stripes. Seven
I
Nation was
love
a
White Stripes.
that was a huge record for them that year. When was that? Like
Yeah.
'03, I think that was '04,
'03, yep.
'03. I remember that. MTV was always playing that video.
Yeah. They're like one of the few rock bands after that time I fucked with heavily.
Yeah. They
I
did.
was so mad that they broke up too.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
You said what?
I didn't understand why they broke up.
Because I think at that time, not a lot of people knew that they were married. Because they had
Oh,
that.
was they? I thought that was his sister.
No, they were married.
Oh.
They made
I
it
didn't
out
know
to
that.
seem like they were this brother and sister and shit
Oh.
like that. And I think
Wow.
they divorced, but then they
Mm.
were still working on music with one another. And I think the girl got tired of the music industry, if I'm not mistaken. But
So she's gone.
yeah, well, I don't know. I think the guy still do music.
Yeah, Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Jack White.
Jack and Meg. Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah.
But the girl, I don't know what the girl's doing now.
Wow. I didn't know. I always thought they were like brother and sister. I didn't know they were married.
Nah, everyone thought they were brothers. They're actually married and
Right.
shit.
That's crazy. See? They don't. It don't work out when you married to the person that's in the group with you, man. Look at Coffee Brown. After one album, they broke up.
Hell,
And
look
they
at
were
Ike and Tina.
right. You saw how that happened.
Right.
You know, it don't work out.
Mm.
Nah, that's not true. Rock bands. There's a lot of rock bands in the fans that love hip hop. You know, it's just certain ones like Gene Simmons don't feel like hip hop should be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, Gene Simmons. When was the last time Kiss had a popping
Exactly.
single on the charts? I'll wait.
Exactly. You know, and I don't
Better
I don't remember Oasis doing anything with any rapper. So
I don't remember Oasis making good music.
yeah, Anthrax did shit with Public Enemy and I love Limp Bizkit's new album. You know what I'm saying? Limp Bizkit did shit. You know,
Didn't one of the Beach Boys do a song with the Fat Boys or some shit?
the Beach Boys.
One of the Beach Boys, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. But Group Theory wasn't together though. They just well from Bryce Wilson he says that there was, you know, Emil's camp was hating on him and he didn't want to be around it. Well, who knows?
Better vocalist, Iggy or Jim? Oh, Jim Morrison, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one. I'm not gonna lie. So what's going on? What's going on in the news? What's going on in the news?
The hip hop induction. There's people still talking about, you know, how did Jay-Z get inducted before LL?
They both got inducted at the same fucking time. Why
Yeah,
is everyone
but
so?
people feel like LL should have been inducted a lot sooner than Jay-Z.
That part I agree with,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, people it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They're not really gonna care about hip hop like that.
They don't exactly.
Watch, I bet you next year they're gonna try to have like fucking either Eminem,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, either next year or the year after.
That's coming. Yep. And
And then you have,
somebody posted up Salt and Pepper should be inducted next year.
I feel like Houdini should be inducted too.
They're not gonna they ain't gonna recognize them though, and it's a shame.
I feel like Salt and Pepper have a better chance than Houdini.
It's Limp Bizkit new songs. It's a new album called Still Sucks. They've been working on it since like 2014 or something like that.
Well, that's the perfect name for the album.
Oh god, no, I actually like it. DJ Lethal he produced like some songs on it. It still has that same Limp Bizkit flavor from the earlier albums like $3 Bill and Significant Other. I like it. Finally, we got a new Limp Bizkit album out. It might take another 20 years before they come out with something.
Yeah, man. I respect your opinion. I just never got it.
You know, like they're
I'd
an
rather
acquired
listen to Linkin
taste.
Park over
I didn't like them in the beginning. Like when they came out with Counterfeit, I thought they were whack. But then when I heard I think like Nookie, when I heard Nookie and I heard that album, that's when like they grew on me. And then like the remix album to me was just great. You know, Chocolate Starfish, that was a dope album. You know, Faith No More. Nah, I don't listen to Faith No More.
I love Faith No More.
You like
But
Faith No
I
More?
only heard the first two albums though.
Right. I like Pro Jam. Pro Jam is dope.
Pearl Jam was good. Heck, y'all remember that one rock group called L7?
Yes, I remember L7.
Yeah,
I
they were
remember
pretty
them.
good too. Oh,
Mhm.
you said the Doors. Yeah, the Doors movie. I like it, but I didn't like how Oliver Stone portrayed Jim Morrison in that movie. In
Right.
certain scenes,
Mm-hmm.
they just made him like crazy as fuck, and Jim
Yeah.
Morrison was not like always like that and shit like that.
Right.
But it was still a good movie. Favorite
They-
scene? Oh, that scene where he went fucking crazy in that fucking dinner party and he wanted to stab Pamela.
Man.
Die!
Yep.
Val
His
Kilmer's
best
best
role.
role, period.
His best role. I'm about to
His best
say
role.
it's that and Top Gun for me. That's it. He played Goose in Top Gun. I think he was no, he wasn't Goose. He was Iceman. I think he was.
Remember that scene where he fucking showed his dick to the crowd?
Right? That was crazy, man.
I think I might watch that movie tonight, though.
The Doors. It's been years since I saw that one, man.
You said New York Dolls over Kiss. Wow, I never
York
heard
Dolls.
anybody say that.
Never heard of them.
Oh, they were one of the original glam rock groups and shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like,
their first album is fire.
Living Color.
Hmm?
Like Living Color.
I love Living Color.
No, I'm
Shit,
saying are they like Living Color? The glam rock?
Nah,
No.
they're like a hard version of Queen,
Okay.
mixed with a little bit of David Bowie.
Nice. So I might like them then. I like Queen and David Bowie, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
possible. Okay.
yeah. Like I said, start with their first album and shit.
New York Dolls?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's how they labeled them on Wikipedia. That they're glam metal.
They're not.
So
Whoever did that should just shoot themselves. I'm sorry. Living Color was just straight up metal, heavy metal, and whatnot. They were
they
not
just
no
be
glam.
having anybody go on Wikipedia and fuck up somebody's like profile.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy, yo.
That's like me. That's like me saying Guns N' Roses was just a hair metal group all the way and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's like me saying Green Day was a grunge band and shit.
The Kinks, I never would listen to them.
I love the Kings too.
Most of the bands that I like, you and Sam don't like, so I already know what it is.
Okay,
We
well,
all-
who do
we
you
call
like
it
that
that.
I don't like and shit?
Linkin Park.
I like Linkin Park.
You like Linkin Park?
Yeah,
All
I
this
like
stuff or
almost
just
like
one
the
album?
earliest. I most like the
What you-
earliest shit though.
So you don't like this the latter stuff? You don't like
I never heard
Thousand
the latter
Songs?
stuff.
Oh.
So. But
Um,
I like them.
Red Hot Chili Peppers? You like them? Oh yeah,
Of
you do like
course,
them. Oh,
of
that's right.
course.
I don't know if Sam liked them. I don't think Sam likes them.
Sam, do you like Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Green Day? I know y'all don't like Green Day.
Hell.
Limp Bizkit. I just talked about Limp Bizkit new album. Limp Bizkit. Paramore.
They made some ice shit.
You like Paramore?
They made some ice shit.
Okay.
Sam said early Red Hot. Okay.
Early Red Hot? Oh, okay. Like
So-
Blood, Sugar, and Magic?
So when they were under like George Clinton, like Freaky Zeke, all that shit.
Yeah, I think that's what you talking about. Those albums.
Do you like Heart?
I know some of their songs, but I'm not like a huge Heart fan. I know some of these songs though. You like Limp Bizkit, Ronnie? Okay.
Pretenders was pretty cool.
No, I never.
Oh wow.
Pretenders? What song they had out?
They made a song "I'm Special." I think that song.
Okay.
They did a version of "Thin Line Between Love and Hate," which I love.
Oh wow. The Pretenders, okay.
You like Joan Jett?
Yes. And the Black Hearts? Yes.
Yes.
I like Joan Jett.
All right. What about Devo?
Yes. I like Devo. Brass in Pocket? Never heard of him.
I never heard of Brass and Pocket either.
Who's that? Brass in Pocket. Wow. Fleetwood Mac? Yeah, I know some of these songs.
I love Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac.
Only if they have the popular lineup, like Lindsay, Stevie lineup and shit.
Right. Yeah, Devo.
What about Nine Inch Nails?
Yes, I like Nine Inch Nails.
Ooh, I never knew you liked fuck them.
Yeah, I listened to their first album like years ago. I listened to them.
I love that first album.
Yeah.
You remember his performance at Lollapalooza?
Right.
When he was on fucking acid and he was crawling on the floors.
Crazy. And he did like a lot of like movie scores and stuff. So
Hell yeah.
you know.
Trent is that dude. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
Mm-hmm. The Fragile? I don't know them at all.
Oh, that's the third album.
Oh, that's the third album for him?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta hear that one.
Yeah, you heard the Downward Spiral, right?
Yeah, I heard that one.
Classic.
Definitely.
Yeah, they recorded that track, the album where Charlie Manson was doing
Mm.
his fucking murders and shit.
Oh shit, it's crazy.
I don't know. I always wanted to go there myself. I don't know why.
Really? Or at
Yeah,
the house?
I didn't want to. I just want to look at it just to see
What?
where he murders some shit.
What?
I'm always into like murderers and serial killers and just how they do shit. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Oh Lord. So you want to go visit where they in Texas where they had Selena's body and shit?
Well, I don't know about Texas. I don't know
No.
about Texas.
Or she had like
But
her.
I do want to go to one Marvin Gaye got killed and shit like this child on whatever.
Oh Lord.
Just to
That's
see
some
where,
bad memories.
like like how that motherfucker has to go to them grave sites.
Right, I'm about to say like he bad memories he's digging up. You
Mm.
know, this dude. I remember he went searching in California for Kobe's grave and he don't know if he found it
Oh hell no.
because it's like in a well supposedly it's like in a mausoleum or somewhere. I'm
Oh
like that
wow.
ain't that, but the shit he found. I'm like that ain't Kobe's grave. There's nothing marked on that. Unless it's a decoy for like another place where it's at. I'm like, if you would think it's Kobe Bryant and his daughter, it would be with a whole bunch of flowers and lit color
Mm.
stuff and that shit. The shit that the mausoleum he found in California was like bare. It was like nothing in it. But some clue online told him that that's Kobe Bryant's mausoleum, and they got like a bunch of like what's them swirling things for like the kids that they get at like the amusement parks.
The lollipops.
No, it's like a swirling thing. I forgot. It's like a little like
I know what you're talking about. I just
yeah.
forgot the name of it.
The pinwheel or whatever. He
Yeah,
found like it was near like he had like there was like a whole bunch of pinwheels near the mausoleum, and some clue online told him that that's where Kobe Bryant and Gigi is buried. I'm like they're not buried there. I don't even think they would give that out to the public.
exactly.
You know, somebody gave him the wrong grave when he went bothering them.
The Stooges' 1970 song or Riders Up the Storm by the Doors. Ooh,
Mm.
I'm gonna go with Riders on the Storm.
Oh, I don't know that album.
Yeah, we talked about that's the LA
We talking
Woman
about that
album.
album?
Hmm.
Damn, I gotta go back and hear that one. Shit, it's been a minute. Rich rock stars turned out to be assholes. Oh well, you just answered your question, Gene Simmons.
The
No.
basically the members of Credence except John Fogerty.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I went there.
Snoop Dogg did a version of the Doors' "Ride of the Storm." For what
Yep.
album? What album that was?
I think that was just an AOL single.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that on any album. I'm like, what album that's from?
Hey Sam, what's your favorite Rolling Stones album? I'm curious. So me and Sam, we be talking on that rock music for like
Tattoo
hours
You.
or some shit.
Tattoo You was my favorite. That's the only Rolling Stones album I heard was Tattoo You.
Yeah, that's a good choice. Tattoo
Yeah.
You.
Mm-hmm.
Um, to me, it's the Sticky Fingers album.
Mm.
Yeah, man. That's one of the things. There was this rock group.
Mm-hmm.
Remember this one rock group called the Grand Funk Railroad or some shit like that?
No, I don't remember. What year they came out?
They were like late '60s,
Oh, this
'70s.
is it. Interesting.
Anybody like Chicago?
I've heard of them. I never listened to them.
Uh,
Chicago.
yeah, before they turned to pussies and shit. So like, when they started doing all them fucking ballads, and after Terry Katz died,
Oh
I
man.
was like, yeah, I hate You're the Inspiration, all that.
You're the
Uh,
inspiration.
I'm like,
I
go
know that
back
song.
to the saxophones and the horns. Get rid of the synth.
But that was like all the 80s bands were doing those songs.
And
Hmm.
I hated how like a lot of '70s band they could
Mm.
not transition into the '80s that well.
Right.
Um, hell, I think like I hate to say it, but
Mm.
even though John Bonham died, I would hate if Led Zeppelin went on in the '80s and shit. I don't want to see Robert Plant doing them songs like
Right.
what was his name, like Mick Jagger was doing that Harlem Shuffle or whatever. I
Mm.
don't want.
You don't want to hear Robert Plant do "Addicted to Love"?
Hell no.
What
You
happened
don't
to
even know.
him?
That's Robert Palmer, right? Who made that song?
Robert Palmer, my bad. I get the two of them mixed up.
Nah, that's cool. I don't want to see Robert Plant doing that shit either. I don't even fuck with Robert Palmer like that. Anybody like Blood, Sweat, and Tears?
Never heard of them. Was that an album?
Oh, it's a rock. It's
It's
a
a
rock
album.
group. They like Chicago, but they're
Okay.
more darker with their jazz and shit.
Most slept on MC. Hector says.
Az,
Yes, AZ, Razzcast, Evidence, a whole bunch of
Pimp,
them.
Pimp C. Fuck it.
Pimp C,
I feel like Pimp C gets
uh,
slept on. Period and shit.
uh, Flesh and Bone from Bone Thugs.
Real. That's one I
Very,
don't hear a lot.
very
Okay.
underrated. He's like the fifth member, but he's like in and out. Like, man, make up your mind. Are you in the group or not? You know what I'm saying?
Nigga
I,
plays with guns. Nigga playing
yeah.
with guns and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they forget all about him. I'm like, he's the fifth member, but it's like he's not even there.
Cause he's always getting in trouble with the law. You gotta remember that
That's
shit too.
crazy, yo. That's crazy. You think
Oh
about like all
man.
all the money them niggas probably lost, like 20 years in the game, and y'all still doing that shit.
Fuck. Oh,
Cormega's definitely underrated.
yeah. What's up, Tim? Yeah. I like Bun B, but Pimp C was nasty on shit.
As
Especially
yet did a
that Super
cover.
Tight album. Whew.
As yet did a cover of Hard to Say I'm Sorry featuring Peter Cetera of Chicago. Oh, Peter Cetera, he was on the Karate Kid Part 2 soundtrack.
I never liked As Yet.
Yeah, me neither. I never cared for them.
That was that yacht rock R&B I cannot
Yacht
fucking
rock
stand.
R&B.
Like that, I swear, that
Oh,
Alpha One,
All for One.
Shy,
Oh
that
Lord.
dollar store R&B I can't fucking stand.
Yacht rock.
That was like the Boys to Men. It was like after a while, all them Boys to Men ripoff groups was coming out and
Boys to
shit.
Men rejects. Yeah, because Boys to Men
Yeah,
made a shitload of money. That's why. They're like, we trying to do another Boys to Men.
that's why you had groups like Jodeci and Tony. Hell,
Yeah.
even 112.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people even say 112 was
Was Boys to Men?
They were like Boys to Men reject. I disagree
Yeah.
heavily because they had their own steeds and shit.
Yeah, they can't sing like Boys to Men.
Now they're a fucking duo now, Boys to Men. Oh.
Yeah, that's retarded. I don't know. They're just boys now. They already had a group called the
No,
Boys. So.
literally. Oh
You know what I
God,
mean?
not the boys.
Yes, the Boys.
Aisha. Oh wait,
Yes.
they did
No, that
Down
was
My-
ABC. Down
Yeah,
My Heart was, yes.
Down
Down My
My.
Heart.
Okay, Down My Heart was okay. That was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, when all these like young singers, like Another Bad Creation, The Boys. I don't know. I'm glad Criss Cross came and dissed the
Oh,
fuck.
yeah. ABC was like little BBD. That's 8 years old.
Jealous.
I'm like, what the fuck? You let your son dye his hair at 8 years old? But you can't do that shit now.
And then you get mad when he gets touched inappropriately and shit.
Right.
But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on
You know
that.
what I
You
mean?
know what I'm saying?
They had a dude named Red in the group, and his hair was red, and he was like 8 years old at that time, like nine years old or some shit.
Oh, I wonder why they called him Red.
Because of his hair. I'm like, you can't do that. You could never do that. What parent is agreeing to like dyeing their son's hair red? I guess for the check. Let your son do anything at that age, but
Nah. Who remembers the rude boys written all over your
oh
face?
God, the Rude Boys. That's
Oh,
the only
God.
song I remember from them.
Oh God in a good way, or oh God in a bad
Oh
way?
God, in the bad way.
Whoa. You don't like that song?
I like this. This song was cool. I didn't, but it's like that's the only song they're known for though.
Yeah, they're one hit wonders, but they still.
And that's Joe Levert. It was like Joe Levert discovered them or produced
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Come on, what happened, Gio? What happened, Gio?
Well, that written all over your face.
You like
Come
it?
on.
That was a dope song. I mean, but after that, it's like I don't know what happened to them. They just fell off.
Look at that.
You watching the
album
video?
cover. If y'all can look at that album cover and shit.
Yo, you stupid. The Rude Boys. Wow.
I'm even playing that shit right now and shit, man.
Mm. Damn.
Yeah, Gerald Levert, man, he was putting hella niggas on and shit.
Yeah. Mm.
But I hate that name, the Rude Boys.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm like, come on, really?
that was quick.
Come on, man. You can't come up with another better name than that.
the Rude Boys.
Like Gerald's Vision or something, like, you know,
Hell, call yourself like Suave or some shit.
like something. They ain't none of them niggas Jamaican. Rude boys.
But when their vocals hit that, you don't. I love
Mm.
their harmonization. They could have had at least a three good album run.
Yeah, you know. Shit.
Here we go, Ronnie. Drugged up Iggy or sober Iggy?
Mm.
Of course, drugged up Iggy. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I've only heard the first two Iggy solo albums. I've not
Yeah.
heard anything after that, so I can't really speak on that. I don't even know what areas he was drugged up in. But y'all always act. Why y'all always acting when the artist was drugged up and shit? Like, do I look like fucking Dr. Juicy?
I don't be knowing. I'm like, wait, who cares? Did they fall off at that time or something? You know?
But this was definitely a good review, especially when
Yeah.
we're going to talk about jazz too
Right.
and shit like that. So,
Right. What we doing tomorrow?
you said tomorrow?
Yeah, we ain't got nothing tomorrow.
Nah, cause
Oh,
I know tomorrow I gotta work, and then
okay.
I was gonna just take a day off tomorrow because
Right.
I got chill before this fucking party on Friday and shit.
Man.
I was thinking about doing like a top 5 R&B albums for '88.
Oh, why 88?
Cause I wanted to pick random years.
What came
And
out in 88? I gotta look at it.
Don't Be Cruel,
Oh, yes.
Vanessa Williams' first album,
Oh,
Guy's first album.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some classics.
Princess Love Sexy,
Yes. One of my favorites.
Jermaine.
Jermaine Dupri. You said Jermaine something. Regiment Frozen. Yes, I have that. I have that album, Ronnie. You see me post that up couple days ago. The Boys album. That's the best one. Jermaine Jackson. Which one is that?
When he did that, Don't Take It Personal.
Oh yes, I like that
The,
song.
the,
I don't
the, the original.
the original.
Yeah. But I was just joking around with Jermaine Jackson.
Eh, no, he wasn't. Jermaine was
No,
not like Janet and Michael.
yeah, I was joking around because when I say '88, I just want to get y'all. That's like,
Yeah.
yeah, Jermaine Jackson's album. But
Jermaine was the stepchild that nobody liked.
that's the Toya.
Oh, that's Latoya. Oh,
At least
Jermaine
Jermaine
was.
was. At least Jermaine was in the Jackson Five. He was the
Jermaine was
foundation.
Jermaine was a disappointment. He was like, damn, we thought you was gonna live up to Michael and Janet's success, and you disappointed us.
I definitely gotta talk about that 2300 Jackson Street album one day.
Oh Lord, that's gonna be trash review.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah. Spoiler alert: the title track is the best track on the album.
wow, and that's saying a lot.
Only because of Michael's little vocal
Mm.
range.
Michael was on
And
that album.
yeah, he was on the song. All the Jacksons on the album
Really?
except for Toya. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Wow.
You don't have to say a word. Oh, I was talking to Dane today too,
Yeah.
and the Scarface May might be this month sometime too.
Okay. See, there you go, Sam. Dame's coming back. We're gonna talk some Scarface.
Oh yeah, I didn't forget about the Scarface. Yeah,
Michael's not on that. Oh yeah, I don't remember Michael on the Jackson album.
yeah, he
He's on
he
that.
was literally on 2300 Jackson Street. The song. He was
Where?
only on
What?
like
5 songs?
5 seconds.
Oh, 5 seconds.
Like
What
he
is
was
this?
before Reedy.
What?
Like,
Reby was on that song too? Oh, that's been years since I heard that shit.
I said every Jackson except Latoya was on that
Wow.
album
How come Latoya wasn't on there?
because she was talking shit about Michael and she was with that Jack Gordon dude, and that's when she was losing her mind and shit.
She's still losing. Wow. For 5 seconds, Michael made an appearance? Oh, God. That's not even counted as a feature.
That's why that song alone is one of my favorites and
Imagine
shit.
if Michael Jackson was alive and he did a verses and played that. He would play hit just his part for 5 seconds and then turn it off. You can't even count that as a round.
Hey! You said Michael. I told you Michael was on the album because
I
y'all
don't
don't believe.
remember.
Y'all, you want me to play the song and shit?
No, please don't.
Okay.
I remember the album coming out. I remember it being bad. I don't remember it being having Michael on it.
If you type the music video on
Mm.
YouTube, his picture is the thumbnail. I kid you not.
Wow,
He was only on 5 seconds,
that's crazy.
and his
Cause
picture.
they had to promote him, but with his legacy, because he without him it's not gonna sell. That's why they had to do that. They had to like, oh, this is Michael. Michael's on here for 5 seconds. Maybe people run out and buy it. Nope, because they realize Michael's not on the album. That's crazy.
And by the way, I'm not gonna talk about that album, and I didn't even talk about Destiny or the
Right?
self-titled.
Exactly. Of the
Maybe
third album. Let's
Tomorrow.
get to that. Moving Violations. Let's get to those.
The only reason why I talked about Victory was because I wanted to do a double review between that
Mm.
and that Jermaine Jackson Dynamite album.
Victory was okay. Well, at least Michael was on that album. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you liked Victory.
Yeah, it was okay. I love the album cover more than the actual album. I like maybe like 3 tracks. I believe Jackie had a solo track that was unbelievable. I still think Michael sang that for him, but it wasn't a memorable album like their earlier shit. The earlier shit is their best stuff.
That's what I was telling motherfuckers and shit. That
Yeah,
shit.
the earlier stuff is their best stuff.
Yeah. To me, Triumph
Mm-hmm.
and that Jackson's Live '81 album was the last
Right.
great album.
Right.
Victory was just okay.
Yeah. I love the album cover more. Like I would get a poster for that. I love the album cover that much. Cause they actually, you can tell the artist took the time to actually draw them. That wasn't like photo. We didn't have Photoshop back then. I'm pretty sure one of them Jacksons got that in their house, like in a frame somewhere. They gotta have that album cover frame. You know.
I'm gonna stay on for another 10 minutes.
What are you playing?
You said what?
What the hell is that you playing?
This De La Souls ain't hip to be labeled a hippie.
What's the worst rock album in your opinion, Reg?
Ooh, shit.
What is the worst rock album?
My answer might be biased because I don't know how people might think. But when Lil Wayne wanted to do that, when he wanted to be a rock artist for like 10 seconds and shit,
That Rebirth
album, yeah.
That was bad. I listened to that. That was bad.
Prom queen,
Trash.
prom.
So he really thought that if he take a picture with a guitar, he's gonna like sell with that album. Like really?
And this is what I hate when artists drop that one album.
Mm-hmm.
They drop this one album. They think they can do anything, and they're still trying to recover from that and shit like that.
Right. Because it was
Like,
just that bad.
When Rebirth came out, everyone was laughing. Oh, he's gonna make a rock album. Ray, that's funny. He actually released the only good song was "Drop the Word" with Eminem.
Yes, that was dope. Song. I like that. That's it.
And hell, I even like the "No Love" song from Recovery.
Yeah, that was dope. Sam said hell no. Make Believe, that's not the worst rock album to me.
I heard bad things about that album though.
That might not be they one of their best. I don't think it's the worst rock album ever. Hell,
Metallica and Lou Reed's Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Lil Wayne Rebirth is worse than Make Believe. Because he was trying to sound like a rock artist. I'm like, what is this nigga doing? Like, you're changing genres now?
Like I said, he got that clout from the Carter 3, all that commercial, critical. So they think they can do anything and shit.
He couldn't do it. And then that was the time he was skateboarding too. It was like skateboarding, and he had that deal with Mountain Dew. I'm like, what is this nigga doing?
It's like,
I don't even drink Mountain Dew, bro.
I only had Mountain Dew 5 times my whole fucking life.
I stopped drinking that like 15 years ago. I don't even drink Mountain Dew. I'm like, you're promoting soda to the hood, and this is what the shit we need to get away from. I'm like, he ain't drinking that shit his damn self. He wouldn't have a six pack if he drinking Mountain Dew. You know? I'm like, nah, man, I ain't like that shit. And that shit got nominated for a Grammy, right? That Rebirth album.
Yeah, yeah. I think a song or two.
What the hell was the Grammys doing, yo? I remember that. I remember that album.
There was another rock album I heard. This might be an
Mm-hmm.
unpopular opinion, but Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, and other assorted love songs,
Mm-hmm.
overrated as fuck.
Okay.
And I know Eric Clapton has gonna be like, oh my god.
But if Eminem made a rock album, I don't. I think it's too late for M to do that now. Like, see, Machine Gun Kelly rock album, I actually like. You know what I'm saying? Cause he, you know what I'm saying. He got more popular now than he did before. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Eminem could do a rock album now. It's too late. He should have did that like in the 2000s.
Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna listen to this. Um, what is the worst hip hop album y'all heard?
Oh God, where did we start? Yeah, but
Like,
I think that's wrong though. Like especially with Jay Z, the position that Jay Z have now, like you're promoting Soda to the Hood.
hell,
That's the last thing you should be promoting. You know what I mean?
Megan Thee Stallion and Saweetie are promoting fast food, and they have
Yeah,
all
I
these
saw that.
commercials.
She got Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence put a video up, but he's like trying out the Megan Thee Stallion hot sauce and all that. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like,
What
make
are
a
you
good
doing?
movie. Make a good movie once.
You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta wait every 20 years for you and another Bad Boy sequel. Like, come on. Puffy's Forever, definitely. Second album was trash. China Doll, Mace Double Up. Um,
The Firm album.
no, not the firm album. No, not the firm album.
Hell yeah.
Um, there's a whole bunch of shitty, whole bunch of
Y'all,
shitty rap albums out
y'all
there.
bash China Doll, but y'all praise the Firm album.
You
I
damn
just
right. What is? It's not great either. You see, it's not great.
yeah. China
You
Doll is
know,
not great, but I'm
Blue
just saying.
Blueprint 2, yes. Blueprint 3, Magna Carta. Then I like those.
Lasers.
I like Lasers. It's just too commercial. Method Man prequel. That's definitely. I still have that one, unfortunately, but it's Wu Tang Clan. That was a bad. Are we supposed to do that album review too? We got another trash review coming.
Yeah, I told you I'm not gonna touch any
Oh,
Wu albums until we talk about the W, which the
oh,
W is
okay,
coming. Yeah,
yeah,
it's coming.
yeah. Method Man prequel album. I think I like only like two songs off of that album.
I gotta re-listen to that one too.
Yeah, that was bad. Little Troy, I was never a fan of. Um, but yeah, Wu Tang Clan and Better Tomorrow. That was trash. Oh God, that was bad. That's their last album too. They need to drop that secret album.
While they
Um,
dropping it this whack, I don't even know what to say.
right? Like you made us wait. First of all, you're not making me wait 88 years for that album. So either you drop it now or it's never gonna come out. I'm not waiting. I gotta be like 108 to hear that fucking album. Like no.
They said Sheer was on that album too.
Who?
Sheer.
She is on that album.
That's what I heard.
Oh wow. What like what's the marketing scheme behind that? I don't get it. You want to wait? Nope. Half of people ain't gonna be alive for that album when it drop 88 years from now. So that makes no sense for them to drop it then. Like drop it now, if people can hear it.
Well, if I'm alive and that album comes out and shit like that, I
I
would
would
definitely.
rather I would rather them try to recover Dex original album and make us wait for that than this album. Cause I know that OG Deck album was gonna be a classic. Yeezus I like Yeezus.
Yeah, Yeezus was trash.
You didn't like Yeezus?
Nah.
Um, shit, there's a lot, man. A lot of bad albums. Harlem World was bad. The Mace Crew album.
I was about to say, hold up.
That no, not the Mace album. The Crew
That's why I
album
was
was bad.
like, whoa.
And Kanye was on that. He had Nas on that album, and it was still bad.
I never heard that album.
I
I don't
actually
think I
have it.
heard that.
Unfortunately, I actually have it. I threw it away, and somehow it came back to me. So maybe it's meant for me to have it. I can't escape the Harlem World album for some reason. Loyal to the Game. I don't like no Tupac album after Remember Me and Are You Still Down. All that other shit is trash. Cool Rock,
Man,
Ski, or Prince Marky D. I'm going with Cool Rock because I actually spoke to him last week. That was a great conversation. Tomorrow's his birthday actually. Today, it's his birthday.
see, all this talk about Fat Boys make me want to talk about the Fat Boys album.
Yeah, let's do it. We don't. I ain't never talk about the Fat Boys, so shit.
I'm,
Maybe I could bring him on here. You know what I mean?
hey, if you can,
Yeah.
that would definitely be dope.
Word. Yeah, they were signed to So Def, but they were still trash.
But that Fat Boys album,
Yeah.
it was just a fun ass album and stuff.
No,
I
Life After
love
Death
that.
is great. Life After Death
Whoa,
was
whoa, whoa.
actual. He made that album before he died. That's not a posthumous album. It only came out
Yeah,
after he died. He actually made that album before he died.
yeah. 7 Day Theory is not posthumous either.
Right.
Yeah, Curtis Blow, Larry Smith. Okay,
Yeah. Right.
the late great Larry Smith. Excuse me.
Yeah.
But that album cover, I cannot look at that when I'm high because that shit makes me hungry and shit.
What album covers that?
The self title with the pizza and the ice cream, like Fat Boy.
Oh shit.
But that Soul Train performance,
Mm-hmm.
iconic.
I gotta see that one. Yeah, that's what I said. But that's what he had actual unreleased tracks and stuff on there. You know, Born Again I ain't care for. The Rex I ain't even bothered to listen to.
Yo, lately I've been jamming to this As Nasty As They Wanna Be album lately.
Oh God, Two Live Crew.
Hell yeah.
Lord, you know your boy Mark Nash like that album cover for their first album with the butts.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's like one of his best album covers.
But that Bear MC.
Mm. Yo, that shit was bad. I don't
That's
know, dude was drunk. I'm like, how do you have a whole bunch of beers pimped out? Cause that would never happen. They would claw you to death.
have you ever listened to some of those albums though?
Hell, fucking no. They just look bad. The album cover says enough for me. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? What's that dude from No Limit, Skullduggery? That shit look terrible. It looked like that album would sound bad, yo.
I'm not gonna lie. Some of them bad albums, like I don't
Mm-hmm.
like the album. I don't like some album covers. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
albums be hitting
It was
sometimes.
good. What about like Cain and Abel and shit?
I never heard that one.
Like Cain and Abel. They supposed to be from over here. They're supposed to be from the Bronx. Clutch was good, yo. What happened to the Knicks? Did we win? I didn't see the full game. Did they beat the Pacers? The way Tupac wanted it? Yeah. The Biggie ain't got a lot of unreleased shit though, so they just milking his legacy. Like how much more rehash lyrics you could still use from Biggie?
Yeah, yeah. I hate what they're doing. To that shit.
Yeah. Puffy just milking his legacy.
That fucking Faith Evans, King and I
I
bullshit.
actually like that, but I'm like, that's too little too late. She should have did an album with Big.
Then 1 year later, oh yeah, I'm marrying Stevie J.
Exactly. Right? Oh man. We lost to
Six
Indiana? Oh Lord.
six months later, Stevie J abused by Faith Evans.
We lost to Indiana? Oh man. Damn
Ain't,
it,
ain't,
yo.
ain't, ain't that a love story?
Right? Love and Hip Hop, Part 20, Season 20, whatever the hell they up to.
I'm gonna tell y'all one time, like, if
Mm.
I ever get famous, y'all will never see me in no reality TV and shit.
Right? For what? You ain't gonna need it. You ain't gonna need the money.
Hell no.
Yo.
Shit. I'm not Lil Scrappy. Remember Lil Scrappy though?
Yeah. I remember
Yo, that nigga was like money in the bank. That was that shit right there.
that. Mm-mm-mm.
Remember Young Dro?
Terrible. Did not like him.
I fuck with that shoulder lean shit.
Faith Evans before she lost big or after? What? What? Did she get better after he died? I don't understand.
I'm not gonna lie, that second album was like a near perfect album.
Yes, it was. It was. I mean, I like her. I've always liked her albums. You know, I like the second one. I like Faithfully. That's one of her best to me.
Faithfully is underrated, yes.
Yes, you know what I'm saying. But I'm like, the thought that she was better after Biggie died. I was like, I don't see that. I think if anything, she was still grieving.
I finally figured out why. Speaking of
Mm.
Biggie, I finally found out why Lil Kim was not on the album version of Crush on You.
Why she was on.
Because she had a fight with Biggie and she went MIA
Mm.
for a couple of weeks, and Lil
Wow.
C's did Crush on You, and he had to do that filler verse. And
Mm.
then by the time they came back, the album was like a mastering
Right.
version, so she did the remix and
And
shit.
she heard that Biggie was having a baby with Faith. That's why she got pissed.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wow. Little Kim was loyal, man. She was loyal. You know, Biggie had Faith, and he had Charlie Baltimore, and Little Kim stayed by his side. Not too many chicks would do that now.
Do 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 do
You know,
do 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 do.
Young Joe was terrible. Never liked them. PSC Click, don't care for them.
Do, do, do. I'm just gonna listen to that beat. I'm not gonna fuck the song. I'm just gonna hear
What's
that
that?
beat.
What beat?
Crush on You.
Oh, that's fire, man. Which version you like better? You like Kim or C's better?
Now you should know the answer to that
Well,
question.
I love Kim on the joint.
All this time I thought that Lil C just I was mad at Lil C. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? All these fucking years and shit.
Mm-hmm. A dope album video.
Yeah, the video. Oh, with the colors and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another one of my favorite videos was Missy Elliott's Hot Boys.
Yeah, that was dope. Q-Tip on the remix. People forget that
Yeah,
he was cut out. He wasn't even on that video version. They cut his part out.
yeah.
Q-Tip with Eve and Little Mo and holy shit, Nas was on that. That's a dope remix. Favorite R&B collaboration, hip hop collaboration. Give me Mariah and Mason the Locks, the Honey remix. Love that one.
That's a tough one for me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back to that one.
See, you asking a good question, Q. For once, you ain't
Yeah,
asking
just when I'm
nothing
about
about
to.
Tupac,
All right, just when I'm about to leave soon and shit.
right? Now you want to ask the good questions. What happened when we just came on?
Oh, I got it. I got it. I
Mm.
got it. I got it. Mary J. Blige and Grand Puba. What's the form one?
Yes, classic. That she just said the best for last. Yeah, Vibrant was dope. I always liked Vibrant thing.
I guess I'm excluded from that. I never talked about. I was brutal in that review.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of people that feel that way about that album. So, you know,
Give me that.
some people have it because it's Q-Tip still, but I'm like, it ain't his best album though. It's his mainstream album. You know. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna end this off for the night because I'm not trying to spend all night doing this stupid ass paper.
Right.
So a few announcements before I head out. So Sunday, like I said, is the Gap Band breakdown.
How many albums they got?
That's a good.
They have four, three.
Oh no, it's more than that.
It's more than that. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
What?
13,
Oh
14,
what?
15 albums.
I'm gonna be listening to all Gap Band this whole weekend. I need to start a Gap Band playlist or something.
That's gonna be. I can't actually wait because Gap Band,
Yeah.
ooh, especially that 79 to 84 period. Oh, I'm
Hmm.
gonna love that.
That's the period that I remember, right? That period there.
Yeah. All right. So all my soul music heads, it's gonna be a good one for y'all.
Hmm.
Tuesday, I want to do the double review of MC Shan's second and third album.
Hmm.
That is what's the second album? Born to Be Wild and Play It Again Shan.
Right.
Spoiler alert: Born to Be Wild has Marty Marl's best beats. That's
Mm.
all I'm gonna say.
His best beats you hear?
Yeah. Um, Thursday is gonna be the final date of AZ's Do or Die 2. Finally, I'm not gonna change it for nothing because I pushed it back twice already.
Throw or die.
Yes,
Let's go.
yes, yes. And maybe we can pre-record that top five R&B albums of '88 one
Right.
day. I'll
Okay.
let you know when we're gonna do that one.
Cool.
But yeah, man. It's gonna be some good shit. We're gonna keep it hip hop for this week and stuff. Oh wait, damn.
So,
Reason's gonna be the Sunday after next. Let me just say that.
huh?
Yeah. And I do plan on talking about Here I Stand at some point, but I'm gonna wait to actually.
No, I didn't hear what you said about next Sunday night. You said something about it.
No, because I forgot
Mm.
about George Benson's Reason, which I
All
might just
right.
do that the Sunday after next.
Okay.
And I did say Here I Stand, but I actually didn't can't let me know his schedule yet. So
Right.
I think
Usher?
that's
Usher?
yeah, yeah,
That's
because
an album I ain't played in years either.
yeah, because shout out to Ash, she got a new job and shit too. So
Congrats to her.
yeah, so yeah, I gotta keep mindful about that shit. So
Yes. That
that's
must be
gonna
a
be
hoodie night.
that hoodie night.
Yes, it's hoodie night.
Shit, yeah, man. Honestly, I cannot wait to talk about Here I Stand because
Yeah.
I know a lot of motherfuckers hate that album, and I never
Mm.
understood why.
A lot better than some of his other shit after that.
Exactly. Like
You
y'all would
know?
actually care for looking for myself over.
Right. Exactly.
Hell, I didn't even care too much for Raymond versus Raymond. But that one's growing on me and
I like
shit.
that. Hard to Love was terrible. Don't like that album.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Here I Stand is very underrated.
Right, like it was not Confessions. It was
Right.
not eight
Right.
seven zero one. But
Right.
for R&B at that time, it was right exactly what Usher needed to be. It wasn't flashy and shit, but everything else after that, when he did all that, oh my,
Mm-hmm.
oh god, yeah,
OMG.
no pun intended. But yeah, man. And anything you got planned upcoming? Or...
Yes, I did an interview. I can't reveal who yet. I did an interview today with somebody that's in a movie. I cannot reveal who it is yet. We had technical difficulties on Zoom when I did the interview. The interview was like an hour long, and I played the interview back. I could not see the person. I only heard their voice. So we're gonna try again tomorrow, but this time I'm gonna do it on StreamYard, and it'll be uploaded either tomorrow, either Friday night or yeah, either Thursday night or Friday. But once the interview is done tomorrow night, I will then reveal who it was. But it's somebody from a movie, and I'm excited for it. I was kind of nervous when I did the interview today, and I got over it, and it felt natural. And yeah, hopefully I'm able to do it again tomorrow, and then I reveal it, and then we're gonna do the clips review. Lord willing, that's gonna be like maybe week after next, and then for the album anniversary of Hell Hath No Fury, we'll do that on Regis channel.
Okay, you said Eclipse was the 23rd, right?
I want to do it before Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is on. I think that's the Thursday, the 25th,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah,
So, like the Tuesday or the Wednesday, if you're available, and
definitely
then
Tuesday.
and then
Yeah,
the Sunday falls on the anniversary day. So for Hell Hath No Fury,
the 28th.
yeah, that's the anniversary day.
All right,
So
bad, bad.
that's perfect.
That is
The
perfect.
movie reviews, I got some coming. I'm gonna record some. I'm doing a lot of shit, Sam. I'm doing shit on Instagram too, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of shit, but uh, yeah, those are coming too. I got some stuff that I wanna come out with too, like some TV stuff also. There's a lot of new streaming shows coming out. You know, so a lot of there's some movie stuff that I didn't get a chance to come out with for Halloween that I'm gonna actually come out with for November. You know, better late than never, I guess. And yeah, it's on Monday. Monday, no, is it Monday? I think it's Monday. But yeah, I'm gonna be on Levels of Geeks podcast. I want to say it's Monday at 7. If it's not Monday, then I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know. But I'm gonna be showing off some of my vinyl in my collection because
Oh shit.
they have a collectors segment going on the show. You know, shout out to Alex. He's picking like different collectors to like sit down and have an interview with and tell people how they got into their collection and started and stuff. So I'm gonna be on there next week. I want to say it's Monday at 7 p.m. But if it's not Monday, then I'll let you know when it is. But it's a lot of good shit coming. So
Yeah, man. Don't hang up, by the way, 'cause
yeah,
I didn't forget about the Zoom shit.
okay, yeah, yeah. Cause something is wrong with the Zoom. I don't know. And I never record. I never did I recorded shit on Zoom before, but it was like with other people. But I never like did one on like by myself and recorded it. So I don't know what happened with it, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. I'll definitely see what I can do with that one.
Yeah,
And Sam, speaking of movie reviews, I do have Do the Right Thing planned, but
yes,
that
that's
might
coming.
be late November,
Yeah,
actually.
hmm
Yeah, that one might be a live one anyway. So
yeah. That was a great film. I love that.
yeah, man.
You
If
know.
anything, that might be the week after Thanksgiving from where
Oh,
I'm
dope,
looking at right now.
dope, dope.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Definitely stay tuned for like a lot of shit.
Hmm
Um, yeah, really can't wait to talk about a lot of these albums and stuff too. So,
Yeah.
and with that being said, hope you guys have a very good night, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.
Peace.